Alright, go video. Got the puppies taking a siesta. We're packing orders. And, yeah. Weekend. Yeah, not a lot of picking. Not too many sales. Some decent sales. There's some sales here. But nothing like overly great. Except for this is kind of cool. There's some cool sales. Alright, there's some decent sales. I ain't gonna rag on my sales. Alright, let's go. Let's do this. Alright, so we got this GMC truck parts book for models 1500, 3500. Suburbans, Jimmys, pickups. I got this in the haul with the Micronauts and film and stuff like that. Tons of stuff left to list. I listed this because it was easy and quick. So, that's sold. It's a nice profit on that parts book. So that's pure profit. We'll go into this Micronauts box since it's related to the same haul. Yeah, Micronauts and boxes. Bought the boxes, bought the Micronauts, built the Micronauts, put them in the box. There were two separate lots. They didn't know what they had. They didn't build it. They didn't take the time, which is fine. Perfect for me. Complete. In the box, good shape, yada yada yada. Sold. Alright. That was a good one. Alright, you get a limited run game. This is... What's this? Splunky. So we got Splunky going out. These are all backstock games from when I was buying limited run games, and I acquired 250 PS4 games, and then we sold them off in one lot for $10,000. Wasn't the easiest sale. It took 2 weeks to sell all the games, but this is just one game that I ordered after, or during the sale, or just before I decided to sell. One or the other. I had 10 games in the mail that I purchased before I sold the whole lot. So that's cool. All those games were bought with flipping money, flipping stuff. So it didn't really cost me much. So yeah, sold. Sorry, rambling. We got this Star Wars Episode 1 Racer N64 box. This is just the box. I think it has a manual in there. Nice clean box for the shelf. It's sold. We bought that with the train lot. Was kind of more excited about showing you guys the trains than the all the empty boxes I got that haul. So we got this Paper Mario 1000-Year Door on GameCube. It's not complete. It's just the disc. Pretty clean disc. Not the cleanest, but clean enough. And yeah, I got that at a yard sale. $2. So sold. All right. Let's get into these knives. These are out of the 410 Hoarder Haul. Just some of the knives. These were some Pampered Chef. There was a couple that were not sellable. They were damaged. And I didn't want to list these with the butcher block. I thought it was just going to be too much weight and a little awkward in the box. I didn't think this one knife was going to fit in the box, which it probably could have. I didn't have a box to, I don't know. Sometimes I don't have a box in the house. It's kind of ridiculous, but I didn't have a box to kind of dry fit this. I probably did, but I got lazy, so I just separated it. So sold. And it's like time consuming of the work. This one lady wanted to buy this one knife for $10 and ship it to her. And I could have ended this listing, listed this, and then listed that without this knife. It's just more pictures that I would have had to do. So I could have made $5 more, $10 more maybe, just by selling this one knife first. But I was lazy. Whatever. Push it out the door. Push it out the door. Make up for it next week. So, sold. I don't know if I did that. I don't know if I threw the big fat finger in there. This is a Kenwood, I don't know what number, CB radio, handheld controller, mic, you want to call it, CB radio mic. This was off of the, couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I sold some parts to a radio. I forget what the name of the brand was, but it was just parts. I sold a faceplate for like 120 untested, and then I sold just a little computer board to that CB radio for like 100 untested. This was connected or like in the same bag as that radio. So this is more profit on that radio. This was probably going to get thrown away, possibly. It was in a trash barrel within the house, so sold. I probably said sold like 10 times already. All right, we got this Micronta 12-volt power supply. 12-volt power supply. This was out of the hoarder house, 410 hoarder house. Yeah, stack it deep and sell it cheap, I guess. Sold. That's all I could get out of it. I had to throw a guy an offer on that and trim it $2 on him, and then he bought it, so I had to trim a couple bucks off it for it to go. I only had that listed for about a week, and sorry for the snuffles. Here we go with another Starrett catalog. You guys buying my catalogs? Take my advice and buy my catalogs. So again, this has all the Starrett tools for the corresponding year to the catalog, and you can look everything up. It has all the prices, it has all the pictures. Great book, 2004 edition. Yeah, great book. Just good all-around book to have in the house for crunching numbers. All right. And we got this 1985 Starrett book. I'll do both of them at the same time. This has a little pamphlet inside. Okay condition. I think this one's a little, black and white. So we get a black and white one right here. It's a little older, but sold. This one sold. Some good books, if you can find those. We got this fishing rod. There's another one of them fishing rod handles going out. Let me cut the clip and show you, because this isn't actually getting sold to a guy that does fishing. Hold on. All right, so here's the fishing rod. The guy doesn't want this fishing rod to go fishing. He wants this piece of wood off of the rod, and he wants this piece of cork off of the rod. He does custom cars, so this is going to be like some kind of custom shifter knob or some kind of knob or something, because it's going to an auto body shop, and like all the guy was buying was the auto body stuff. So I'm really thinking this is going to a custom job, and he was kind of trying to get me to come down a little because of the condition of this piece of wood. It has a little like little grime on it or something. So yeah, I think it's going to some kind of custom job. So look up for that stuff, or ornate pieces of wood, or I don't know, maybe something that you think you could build a custom vehicle out of. I don't know. Think outside the box, I guess. Sometimes sometimes it'll help. All right, on to the next here. Let me cut this clip. All right, last sale, decent sale, good sale. This radio, I paid 10 for it at an estate sale. I got it all wrapped up. I don't want to take it out because I'd have to wrap it all back up. You know how that is. So it's about yay big. And I'll do a sold so you can see what it kind of looks like a little longer. So yeah, this was out of with the speakers, the big speakers that I bought, and a receiver. And I bought a couple other small radios, some headphones, stuff like that. And yeah, this sold. So it's just about half the money back on the purchase. It's getting close. I'd have to do the numbers again on that particular haul, but I know we sold this, and we sold the harmonica, and I think another item out of this haul. So yeah, not bad. Kind of sitting on the speakers and sitting on the receiver. I got the receiver listed at 3 for parts. I haven't tested the speakers, and I'm wicked backlogged on everything. It's a disaster down there. I'm trying to nip it in the bud, but all right, good video. We got some sales. Let's start with this one. All right, so we get this micrometer. This is going to be sales from Monday to Wednesday. This micrometer. Start. Anvil. Machinist tool. It's for measuring things. This box. That's sold. It was in the machinist haul. The most recent one. Ones with bits, bobs, knobs, and jobs. You can go back to that video and watch that if you want. Next to these 5 Xbox One games, got these from Ray Ray. I just stacked them deep, sold them cheap. Alright, those are sold. We got this Micronauts manual to a Terrafant. Just a manual. So that's sold. Still grinding it out. Every little nook and cranny out of that lot. These are 2 Motorola RDX series 2-way radios. Brand new in the box. Yeah, brand new too. So this one. That's the other one. These 2-way radios do good. Look out for this stuff if it's brand new and looks not used. I mean, even used ones do good, but I got these in the antique store. I did a video on it. I never posted it, but it was pretty boring. This is probably the only thing I pulled out of there. I bought this out of a friend's booth. Yeah, gave me a good deal on them. He wanted a little more than I wanted to pay. Gave me a good deal. I still would have made some money too on the sale, but because I got so much, it would have been just a little bit more in taxes. So I had to get as much as I could for them because I paid $116 for both of them. There's a soul. Big fat finger coming in. All right. This is just a CD player. Who makes this? Technics 5-disc CD changer. I pretty much just gave this thing away. Short amount of shipping. I sent out an offer for 20 bucks. I was like, just get this out of my house so I can make some room for way better electronics, you know. So um, it's technically a $50 sale. So whatever I can, whatever the cheapest way I can ship it. That's the profit. So sold. And this is kind of light. Yeah, we'll move it like that. And the last sale, I've been trying to push some sales too. Nobody's biting. Everyone's asking about items that I want to get rid of, and everyone's really firm today. I don't know why, but this is all used and or new computer parts. So recyclable or salvageable, and computer boards. It's about that much of a box full. It's pretty full. Yeah, I can't like crush this and compact it in there. So I mean, it's about as tight as she gets. So whatever I can do on the best way to ship that, and the rest will be profit. So I don't know, maybe two. I don't know. That's a gray area. It's kind of heavy. I think it's 15 pounds. I'll put some wrap around it, and it's probably 16 pounds. And I don't do pirate ship, so I'll just figure it out. All right, that's sold. Which, if I did pirate ship, that would help with this too, maybe. That's probably under 20 pounds. But yeah, is what it is. Carry on. It's all money. Yeah, I don't pay much for anything, so it all works out. It's good. On to the next. All right, carrying on a Wednesday. Was still packing all this stuff. I gotta bring all this stuff into the shed. Tons of work. And then this is a set of skates that I sold while I was packing all this and doing the video. So here's the sold. Only a little frustrating because I don't have any more boxes. The man is out of boxes. I don't like to pay for boxes, so I go dumpster diving for boxes. So that's my typical routine. So now we're back in the basement because I gotta pull another order and figure out another box. Which this might be able to fit into a flat rate. We'll see. But alright, we get this little Vox amplifier that we got at the auction. This was $5 at the auction. Nobody wanted it. Nobody wanted anything to do with it, to be honest with you. The electronics guy actually wasn't there that day, which always benefits me because he pays up and he'll keep firing away. So, sold. Got that with a bunch of random stuff. All types of sewing machines and some paper, some random little knickknacks and stuff like that. Stuff that'll sell at the flea market. So you gotta watch out for the tower. This is like very narrow space here. But yeah, it's getting there. We're getting there slowly. Squeak my way through here. Yeah, it's slightly better. It's getting there. That's why we're bringing this stuff out to the shed. This is more like flea market material, so just load up the shed. All right, off to packing this thing up and shipping it out. All right, here we are. I'm at the post office, so I probably don't show you guys any of this aspect of anything that goes on from here on out. After I pretty much did the sold, you know, and show you what sells. I don't really show you anything after. So I bring my stuff to the post office. I put labels on everything, handwritten, no pirate ship, just in boxes. All right. So I don't have a computer. I don't have the shipping set up for my situation. So I push on. I move on. Here we are. We got our stuff. It's still going out the door, and the more I quote my shipping, because if you look at my listings, all my shipping is quoted. So I quote it before I even ship it. I quote it before I even measure it, because I've sold so many items that I kind of know what it's gonna kind of cost. So when you kind of getting into bigger boxes, is when it starts to get a little trickier, because you don't know really where it's going. So I try my best with the quoted shipping. The good thing for that is that the buyer knows exactly what they're paying. There's no question about the quoted fee or whatever that has to pertain to shipping cost. They don't ask you anything about it because they know exactly what they're paying, which is good. It's one less question that I get. So here we are. We're gonna see how we're gonna do with all these orders, and I'm gonna break down some numbers on shipping cost of what I quoted and what actually I paid. So I don't expect to make anything on shipping. I just expect to break even and get the sale on the item, pay the taxes on the item, whatever I paid for the item, and I try to buy so low that all that doesn't matter. All right. So let's push on. And any other thoughts that I have about that, I'll throw it in there. Let's go.
¿Me podrías incluir?
What? You get a big puss there, Claria? Claria? What?
¿Me podrías incluir?
You get a big puss in your ear?
Yeah. All right. So I went in and checked out. It was $161.75, and we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 packages. I wrote down all the states. Everything was going far except for one order went to stayed in state in Massachusetts, and that was the radios, and then the amplifier went to Maine. So I made my little cheat sheet here. Cheat sheet. So yeah, I'm gonna cut clip, add it all up, and figure it out, and just see if we broke even. Basically, the main goal, like I said, is to break even every time. I try not to gouge anything on the shipping. That's why I don't try to pay for anything on the ends of packing material. Basically anything like that, I don't like to pay for it because I don't want it to absorb into any of the cost. Try to be a little eco-friendly. I mean, even all the bubble wrap and just anything that I use for packing material besides tape. It's the only thing that I might go buy. And when I was shipping out of the shipping store, I always just used their tape. I used all their packing material. So I never ever bought any stuff like that. And they gave me the table, and they let me, cut everything up. They would vacuum up after me, and I had it spoiled going there, So I don't mind letting my buyer absorb any of that cost by, me being spoiled a little bit. So I do waste a little gas to go get the packing material, and sometimes you can skunk out, but you can find other stuff in the dumpster, So the other day that I went, there was just a lot of traffic, and I usually go in the daytime. There's a lot of traffic back there, and I didn't really have any. I didn't want to wait around. So, all right, let's cut the clip. Take a breather. All right. So we got the truck running. Let's make this quick. All right. So it equaled out that we didn't do that well. This happens. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose on shipping, I guess. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you always win on shipping or you lose a little on shipping. I'd like to know how that goes for you guys too. So we were at a total of $142.98 for quoted shipping, which gives us a loss of $24.77. We technically had eight sales, but one sale I had to put into 2 packages, so we're going to count that as one sale. So I took the $24.77 divided by the 8 is $3.09. So technically I could just say that I lost $3.09 on each sale. I could let one item absorb the whole loss, which is probably what's going to happen. I'll just probably write off the CD player. Will be a lot easier because we knew that was going to happen anyway. We knew we were going to pretty much give that away. Let's see, we paid out we paid out $49.95 to ship the CD player to California. So from Mass to California, it's a pretty far distance. I forget the zip code, but it was far enough. I quoted $39.81. We charged $19.99, which is like, wow, you know, I should have just delisted it. I think I threw out an offer on that too. I was just like, here, take this thing. So yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen. The skates are bulky. Be careful when you're shipping skates. They're bulky. There's no way to compress it. So pretty much the size of the box of skates is what's, you know, the size of the box. So and then computer parts, toss them in some priorities, or I don't know how you guys are shipping. So obviously probably the majority of 90%, no, maybe not 90, I've seen some surveys, probably 50% of everybody's using pirate ship. So there's still a 50% of people still in the dark, 50% of people still, the other 50% still tape the labels on the package. They still do what I do, write the thing on there and bring it to the post office or FedEx or USPS or whatever they gotta do. So that being said, yeah, it wouldn't be bad to find a better way to cut the shipping cost. I think if I printed all those labels at home, I might have saved a little money, maybe $20. I don't know how many, you know, I don't know how much the label rolls are, so that I can't figure out to figure out those numbers. So yeah, let me know what you think. That's some basic stuff right there, you know, basic math. And the math will always be the math because the math don't change. So, all right. Peace.
Hay un unicornio al lado del árbol.
What?
Hay un unicornio al lado del árbol.
I only picked corn on a tall ass ladder, bro.
Perfect.